Well, that was an explosive start now, and of course, a first-round knockout. These things happen in boxing, and that was a great shot. That was a great shot, believe me. Young Steve McClevey going 3 out of 3. You can't argue with that. So we come on to the second fight now. A young flyweight making his second fight. Keith Knox up against a young man, Terrace Gaskin from Doncaster, making his pro debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you now welcome into the ring from Musselburgh, the local favourite, Keith Knox. Ladies and gentlemen, our second Golden Gloves on Wire TV is a flyweight contest at 8 stone 2 pound over 6 2-minute rounds. Introducing in the red corner with the white shorts, making his professional debut from Doncaster, Terrace Gaskin. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the blue corner with the blue shorts, with 1 win from his only contest, from Musselburgh, Keith Knox. At the weigh-in today, both boxers are right on the button. They scaled 8 stone 2. Your referee once again, Al Hutchin, and your timekeeper, Jim Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 2-minute rounds.
Second contest of the evening is a 6 2-minute flyweight contest between Keith Knox and Terrace Gaskin. Knox has had one professional contest. Gaskin, this is his professional debut here. Paul, you know a little bit about Knox. Have you worked with him in the gym before?
Yeah, I've sparred a few times with Keith Knox. He'll come at Gaskin, you know, but he's got to keep his hands high, keep moving the head, and keep moving. He intends to fight too much.
Right. Well, he looks very straight up at the moment. He's obviously a fit-looking guy. He's in good condition, good upper body, good physique, and he likes to have a tear-up, as you can see.
I'd like to see Keith standing off a little bit more when he's fighting in there.
Yes, he has Gaskin in trouble here, so he's getting caught up with the emotion in the crowd here, and he's getting torn into Gaskin, and he's well on top at this stage, pouring the pressure on, but Gaskin hasn't been hit with anything too solid at this stage, so he's coming back himself.
There's just a lot of punches being thrown. I'd like to see Keith fight his punches a bit better.
Yeah, he's just willing away here like a windmill. He needs to set himself up a little bit better and get on his jab. He's just, as I say, walking straight into Terrace Gaskin. But some of these punches are landing with a fair deal of authority. No doubt about that. The heads bang together there. It's been fought at a ferocious pace at the moment. Gaskin just trying to get himself reasserted here. He's been eating a lot of punches. Pressure from Knox is pretty heavy at this stage.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong kid, Knox.
Good left hook to the body from Knox. He's hurt Gaskin. Oh, he's hurt him again. But he's getting caught himself, Gaskin. Knox, he's walking in with his head up. It's the end of the round 1. There we have Keith Knox in the corner, and I'm sure they're telling him just to slow down a bit. Just settle himself down, get his jab going. Don't allow the crowd to get to him. Good attacks here from Knox.
Yeah, Knox is throwing a lot of punches. The two of them were actually being caught with punches together. You can see Knox landing a right hand there.
But a lot of pressure in that round from Keith Knox. not a great deal of effectiveness. So some of those blows actually landed, but a great deal of pressure, and tired himself out a lot. So he needs to just settle down a bit more, get his jab going, and start to move his upper body. He's too static.
Round 2.
Round 2. Let's see, can Keith Knox pick it up where he left off in the first round? He was all over Gaskin. Pressure, non-stop pressure. And Terrace Gaskin coming back here. There was a nice left hook from him. He's not the most difficult guy in the world to hit, Keith Knox. He walks straight in there.
Yeah, he does.
Throws a lot of punches, Paul, but he is leaving himself wide open.
He walks in behind no defence. And when you're trying to fight like that, you've got to have a good defence.
Yeah, when you fight with your face like that, you've got to try and move your upper body. He's walking straight in, and his hands are up high, but when he's punching, his hands are down below his chin, so he has been caught occasionally.
Yeah, he need to keep that chin down a little bit as well, move the head.
Good right hand, followed with a left hook there. Pressure again from Keith Knox. He's keep on top of Terrace Gaskin. I'm sure Terrace Gaskin must be feeling the pressure. He's getting pummeled here in the corner, right above our heads.
There's a lot of good body shots getting put in as well.
Yeah, a few of those are right on the borderline now. Referee's taking a close look. The pace has dropped a bit and allowed these guys to think about what they're going to do. That's really what Keith Knox needs to start to employ in his fighting tactics, is just to think a little bit more about what he's doing. This is good stuff again. He's got Gaskin on the ropes and banging away at the body. Those body punches are particularly good, Paul.
I'd like to see a little bit more distance between Keith and Terence when he's got him on there and he's throwing in those body shots.
Yeah, he's leaning, putting his head on his shoulder and then throwing those body punches. You've got to look where you're throwing them. Just get your weight down on each leg and then bang them in, deliver them with a bit of accuracy.
He's not getting the full power when he's in too close like that.
His legs are a bit stiff too. He's not getting proper leverage in his punches. He's starting to grind this guy down. The sheer pressure that he's employing here, he's again well on top in the second round, no doubt about that. And we go back to Keith Knox's corner. Gaskin here, we're just cutting to Gaskin's corner, and he's blowing pretty heavy there. He's taking a fair deal of stick in that last round, particularly left hooks to the body, Paul.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of shots altogether when he's in close. What Gaskin would need to do is try and get a bit of distance between him and Knox and use his jab a little bit more.
You see Knox has him in the corner here, and he's really whacking away to the body. And Gaskin did come back on a few occasions here, but when he's pressurizing him up against the rope, you see that he's bending down to the side there. He's not throwing that left hook. When he puts his weight on his left foot, he should be bringing in that short left hook to the body. But again, an impressive round for Keith Knox.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Round 3, and Keith Knox has won the first two, well on top, and Terrace Gaskin just hasn't really been able to get himself going here. He needs to throw punches, Paul, as we say, from out far, and if he's going to stand off this guy, he's got to try and move his legs too.
Like so now, Knox should be getting a bit of space between him and Gaskin and getting full leverage behind the punches.
Yeah, he's allowing Keith Knox to get right up on top of him, and he's just pummeling him up close. He's not really hurting him, but it's the sheer volume of punches that is beginning to grind him down. Oh, good left hook, good right hook again from Keith Knox. And he's starting to hurt this guy now, there's no doubt. Well, there's a bit of blood above our heads here. I wonder who's cut.
It's Knox's nose.
Yes, oh, right hand. And there's no doubt about it, Keith Knox is very strong indeed. He's really a very strong young kid for 8 stone. Both of them weighed 8 stone on the button, and he's a powerful kid. And obviously, Terrace Gaskin is not that talented, but he's a strong kid too, and he's been slowly ground down here.
He's starting to take a few heavy shots now, Gaskin.
He's coming back. The straight punches against Keith Knox are the ones to beat him, obviously. Stand off and give yourself a little bit of distance. Move to the left, move to the right, and use a snappy jab, followed by a straight right hand. But unfortunately, Terrace Gaskin is just not able to do that. And that right hand again from Keith Knox is really hurting him. He's a strong guy, Paul.
Yeah, he's very strong.
And in good condition too. Works hard in the gym, obviously.
Yeah, Keith's always in good condition, very fit. But in fights like this, you've got to be very fit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He set the pace. He set a furious pace, and there's a problem with that. When you start off like that, you've got to continue.
That's right.
Another good round for Keith Knox. I give him the first 3 completely. What about you?
Yeah, I've got him ahead 3 rounds as well.
Knox again is his round, Paul. What do you think of this?
Yeah, he caught him with the right hook to the body, and he caught him with 2 good straight rights to the head as well. But when he's in close like that, I'd like to see Keith just take a step back and put a bit of power to the body and the head.
Yeah, you can see by these attacks that he's not using enough lateral movement. The upper body still remaining too static, and with this sort of a style, you've got to learn to move your upper body. But no doubt about it, against Terrace Gaskin, he's well on top. He won the first 3 rounds and he's about to start round 4. See, can he continue on this pressure?
Seconds out. Round 4.
Two good body shots again from Keith Knox. He's whacking that body really hard now. Oh, Terrace Gaskin.
When he's hitting that body barrier, he's got no defence up the top. He's forgetting about his defence.
There's no doubt about it. He needs to work on the upper body movement. He's still too stiff and too straight, but you know, you have to give it to him. The kid, as an amateur, is good enough to win an ABA title, so there's no doubt he's got lots of strength, and that's what's standing to him here tonight. But if he wants to go places as a professional, he's got to learn to become a little bit more cunning with his attacks and just use a little bit more finesse.
He's landing in that right hook to the head just now as well. He caught Gaskin with a good right hook.
Yeah, he's much better up close, is Keith Knox. But again, his head is very straight up, and he's starting to blow himself here, Paul. Is he beginning to get tired, do you think? Gaskin could be coming on here.
Well, Keith's applied a lot of pressure in the first 3 rounds, you know, and he's maybe starting to feel it. It's been a fast pace, the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, these 2-minute rounds nearly always seem to be fought at a fast pace, and Keith Knox is responsible for that himself. He started off at a furious pace. Tremendous exchanges in the far side of the corners.
The 2 of them were landing with heavy shots here.
Yeah, you know, I have to say that Terrace Gaskin seems to be holding himself together a little bit better. Keith Knox is really blowing heavy when he's out firing. Looks a bit tired and a bit shaky at times.
Yeah, he's starting to blow heavy now.
If Gaskin could throw those straight punches instead of allowing Keith Knox to get up close, he could have a lot more success. Knox not so keen to put the pressure on now. He's staying out far, and when he gets up close, he is able to whack it with those body shots. Are beautiful. That's a more even round. Now maybe be fair to Terrace Gaskin and give him a share of that one. Here we have Terrace Gaskin, and he must have been encouraged by that last round. He came on strong in that round, and certainly fought on fairly even stakes with Keith Knox. A couple of good exchanges on the ropes here, Paul.
Well, you see Knox is trying to work up the punches to the head, but he also walks onto a couple of right hands as well.
There's no doubt about it. In that particular round, he walked on to far more punches than he had done in the previous 3 rounds, and he's well ahead here, but he just got to hold it together and just retain his composure.
Seconds out, 6th and last round.
This is the 6th and final round here. Both of these guys are tired. It's been a ferocious pace. Really good little fight here. These are sort of small hall shows, that small hall fights that the public are denied when they don't get to see them. Here with Wire Television, we're giving them the opportunity. And a great attack again from Keith Knox, forcing Gaskin back on the ropes. Those body shots are really good. He's banging that hard. Those left hooks, Gaskin is really showing the signs of wear and tear here now. Is this the end of him?
I'd like to see Keith bring the hooks in now when Gaskin's leaning over like that. He's hitting him to the body. He should switch it to the head.
Yeah, it's the body shots that are paying off Paul, and he's just going to continue to do them. No doubt he's got Gaskin in all sorts of trouble here. He's really exhausted. Both of them are tired, but Gaskin in particular has absorbed an enormous amount of body shots throughout this fight. And here in the 6th round,
I think it's the body shots he's telling on him now.
Absolutely, they're starting to hurt him, and he's really in trouble here. Well, they're both exhausted here.
I think once Keith's had another couple of fights and learn how to control himself in the ring,
absolutely,
he'll be a bit better.
He'll learn how to pace himself, Paul. That's right. Very observant of you. He needs just to
learn how to control his stamina,
control his pace, and just to slow things down a little bit more. He's obviously a very well-conditioned kid, but he's got to learn to be a little bit more, use a little bit more finesse when he's attacking, and just preserve himself for the later rounds if in fact these fights go there. But he's got the great body work, and you know, for a young pro like this, he's got a lot of potential. Again, he's working the body well, and he's taking it to Terrace Gaskin, picking his shots. He's still standing a little bit upright, but you would expect that. And fair play.
But he's in there and have to bend his knees a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tremendous fight by Keith Knox, and a really good win for him. That's win number 2, and that was a very difficult opponent in Terrace Gaskin, and fair play to him for getting through what turned out to be a really difficult and demanding fight.
And ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for the referee's scorecard, your appreciation for both these young boxers, Terrace Gaskin and
This is the finish from Keith Knox. Look at that right hand. That was a really good shot. And again, trying to land it. And you see the way he slipped down to the body, so no doubt he's picking things up already.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee, Al Hutchins, scores the contest 57.5 to Terrace Gaskin. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 to Keith Knox. Knox is the winner.
That's a total whitewash.
And ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for this young man making his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Terrace Gaskin.
Well, Keith, congratulations. Your unbeaten records maintained. That was a ferocious 6 2-minute round fight.
It was hard, Barry. No, I thought after about the first couple of rounds, I thought he's tiring badly. I'm going to stop him, but he just kept coming back, and I was tiring as well. But I could sense he was really, really tired.
Let's take nothing away from Gaskin. He was a strong kid.
That's it. He was very strong. He was taking a lot of punishment, and he kept coming back, and even when I could see he was tired, when I caught him with some good shots, body shots, and the hooks and that, he was like, he just kept coming back. I thought, well, you stop him after.
Your manager Tommy Gilmore said, "There's, if we can just increase your work rate, you could have a future." Let's have a little look at some of the action from round 5. This was one of your many attacks. Talk us through.
I was trying to get a good right hand in, but and then I was I was lying on him too much. If I just stepped back that wee bit, couple of inches, I could maybe have got the shots in a bit cleaner, but it was just a bit of a wrestling match there. Couldn't get any clean shots in at all.